What is up guys, Thunder Studios here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Quintesson High Commander. Now, I found this guy on clearance for $15, so let's find out if he's actually worth that price. So just taking a look at that head sculpt, which is probably my favourite part of this. It really captures that Transformers 1 Quintesson design, and it's actually painted surprisingly well with this dark red and yellow eyes, and it's actually sculpted pretty well as well. Just take a shot for every time I said well there. And he also has two arms that are like spikes, but only one of them is painted like this lime green color. I'm not exactly sure. Also, it's like actually very well sculpted. Like he's got like this sort of like fleshy texture and like spiky as well. Yeah, so it's very alien in design. And one thing that I can like commemorate them on designing is actually like making it transform and making this look like a stand. Like it's still green, but like it has the tentacle bits, and like it sort of does make it look like a stand, and I like that about this. As for his accessory, he just comes with one energon cube that looks to be about 1 centimeter long, and for weapon storage you can just, or accessory storage, you just take this entire section and just put in the cube and fold it back up, and that's basically it. For his robot mode, there's like nothing really else to talk about on this. It's very simple, but like I think that works for this. And as for his articulation, just a ball joint at the head, which can also rotate. The arms are also on ball joints, they can go out and rotate. Nothing forward though, mainly due to this part being in the way, and the forearms are also on ball joints, and the tentacles are on hinges, and they are like this rubbery material but like these parts get in the way when you're trying to articulate them. And they are also painted at the tips as well. So like this doesn't look half bad, especially for $15 for a cheap movie gimmick line. It doesn't look that bad. It does have like quite a lot of kibble, like especially on this entire back section there. But yeah, it's, like I said, it's not bad. And just for a general size comparison, here is my last review on Model Sideways. And yeah, this is like way off scale. But it is a deluxe for a cheap kids line, and for that, you know, I would have liked it to be a little like Voyager, but like this isn't in the main line. This is in very cheap movie gimmick line, and because of that, like the plastic doesn't feel the best, especially on these rubber parts. They feel like they could like disintegrate. Yeah, gotta be very careful with them. They just don't feel like the most high quality rubber. The rest of it doesn't feel too bad. As for the transformation, it is very simple. You just take the head and mainly just fold this back and make sure like the crest goes into that socket. Then you take the entire chest, fold that down, take this part, which is also rubber, and you just gotta be a little bit careful when you tap it in, because it doesn't always like to stay tapped in, and also it's a little bit warped. But yeah, after you've done that, fold this up, entirely rotate this, and with this, you just rotate this, and also rotate this part, and then just move the tentacles inside. Make sure they don't get caught on anything, and just peg everything down like that. And then you can push the head back, push this part back, and then you just gotta be careful when you rotate these back, and just peg that in there. Same on the other side, just careful, and peg these into that. And that is the transformation pretty much done. As I said before, that was a very simple transformation, and this doesn't look too bad. It turns into the Quintesson ship, which is actually a pretty neat idea from the movie. It doesn't look all too great, especially it's very gappy, and this part here, it doesn't like tab in anywhere, so it's just like goes like that. and also because this part is rubber, it's warped, so it just looks down like that. And yeah, there's like a pink thing at the back. One thing I do like is the accessory storage. It's just up there. You can sort of mimic in the movie when they like collect all the energon, you can store it in there, which is kind of neat. And it also has a flat stand port there. I don't think the salt section can sort of support all this weight on the back. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the alt mode. So let's get this guy transformed back up. 1000 transformed up. What are my thoughts on this? Well, I like the design, and I sort of get what they were going for with like the stand and the alt mode, but it just doesn't hit right for me, especially that alt mode. It's like weirdly gappy, and this is was part of the main line, so they just had really bad toys, and this I think was one of the better ones. So if you can still find this, I'd recommend it. I'd give it about a 5 out of 10. Just middle of the road transformer. It does have some neat features, like the tentacles and like the floating stand. But other than that, like, I wouldn't go out of your way to specifically find this. Yeah, that's probably all I've got to say about this. So yeah, if you liked this, like the video, don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts on this down below. Peace.